Have you ever thought about what it's like to be inside a washing machine? We're going to find out together, because it's just an excuse for me to get distracted. Mad.
Hi vlog, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is where you are. I hope you're having, actually this gets uploaded at midday every day, doesn't it? So, good afternoon vlog, how are you? So yeah, today we are talking about the equipment that we have, the creative equipment, the most important pieces, or I guess things that we've bought over the years that have really changed our creative lives and the things we've been able to make. I think the most important thing that I have ever bought that has influenced my creative career has to be this thing. I do have to say, this has been the most reliable piece of equipment that I've ever had. The lack of all viruses, and it's crazy how much over the last 5 years this laptop has been able to do. And I really do believe that without this baby, it would have been a lot harder to do things. I worked all summer so that I could buy this laptop. I was working at hairdressers at the time, and I actually went to uni 1 week late. I missed 1 week of freshers because I was still working full time at this hairdressers over the summer. I think to get this little thing, it was definitely worth it. I have no regrets.
This little combo here, if you kind of ignore this, this was our main shooting combo for so many of the YouTube videos and things. The Sony was incredible at low light, and we were doing a lot of shoots that were in the evenings, and going in, like in winter, we'd be filming at like 9 PM on a Saturday and things. So we found the low light to be an essential thing to add on top of our arsenal. It's so small, it's so lightweight, we were able to take that anywhere. But the fact that we can still use this and get amazing quality images out of it just shows how much of a good investment this camera was. The biggest complaint for Rupert about this camera actually is where the record button is. Like, I kind of get it. It's a bit of a, like, oh, I feel like I'm going to drop it there. There's not really much room to put your finger sort of hangs off the bottom here. With the GH, like, your hand goes on it, and look, my thumb's literally on the record button ready to go.
Oh hi, didn't see you there. You just caught me bouncing out some files for a client of ours. As you can see, I've got lots of wonderful stuff here. But I'm going to talk about these.
I, like many of those who are into audio, dream of having a studio one day. Mine's going to be in a log cabin on the top of a mountain in Austria. We have a nice grand piano, some Rhodes keys, maybe a log fire and a dog. But until then, I've got these. These are the Bear Dynamics DT880s, and they are lovely. They've got these beautiful soft cups in them. They've got open back, which is a controversial one. Having the open back just means you don't feel as isolated, because you can still hear pretty much everything, and it just, yeah, it doesn't give you that kind of locked in sense of claustrophobia, and sort of lets your ears breathe a bit more. A lot of the times I'll make something on these headphones, play it out of the TV in the office to check it, and it sounds totally different. So there's a really famous producer duo called Cone Sound, and they produced their first EP on iPod headphones, and the OG iPod headphones, not even the new ones. The production on that was unbelievable. Being the sound guy, I need a good pair of headphones, but it doesn't necessarily have to be about how much you spend on headphones or how good they are, or even the frequency response. You've got to know what your headphones sound like compared to everything else.
Thank you, Mystery Postman.
Oh yeah. Wait! Windows Movie Maker. Oh my god, this thing was awful. It's odd, it's so terrible, but it teaches you the fundamentals quite well. It wasn't as nice as that. That looks so much nicer now for Windows 10. But before that, the old one that they used to have on Vista and things was so clunky and so horrible. But it had a little timeline. You could put the clips in the order you wanted. You had a few transitions that you could just drag and drop on top of it. And you also had titles, so you could put like a little title screen before to tell everyone what the video was, and afterwards. It looks way better than it used to. It used to look disgusting, but oh my god, this looks more than acceptable. You know what? I might just have to give this a try. I still don't know if I'd recommend this to start off. Now that you can get things like DaVinci Resolve downloaded for free, then why would you use Windows Movie Maker? I think if you're a new editor, I'd watch some tutorials on DaVinci Resolve, and I'd learn DaVinci Resolve because that's probably it's more closer to industry standard, and it's still free.
So overall, in the end, it is obviously great to have the right equipment. It is amazing to have the best camera you can, the best laptop you can, the best software you can. But in the end, none of that stuff makes up for a good concept or creative ideas. But if you have a phone at your disposal, that is the most important thing. And again, the same with a laptop. If you are trying to create content, you want to film and edit videos, there are apps online that are free that allow you to do this as well. Somehow I have like dented or bent this laptop. I'm not even sure how it happened. I've got a ghost maybe who's just breaking my stuff.